Hi, beautiful Pisces. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. It is Wednesday evening. I think it's about 7 o'clock. And I've been recording readings all day. We had a giant rainstorm, thunder, and lightning because the hurricane is passing through the Northeast where I am. And I thought, okay, I've done a lot of readings today. I'm going to stop. I went upstairs and put my jammies on. I came down, the light was shining on the table because the sun had come out. So I decided to go for it. I had actually pulled your oracle cards. And yeah, the moment has come, my guides are saying. So we're having jammy time together, which is really fun. My guides are saying girl party with the sacred feminine. So let's see. For those of you that are new, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. I am here. I'm a channeler and a psychic, intuitive, a shamanic healer. Many tools in my basket, my guides are saying. So I'm here to channel messages. I made an agreement with my spirit guides as my life was coming forward to serve the collective and channel messages on YouTube, specifically for all souls who are light workers, light channelers, those who are enlightened beings, meaning that you have an awareness of your spiritual connection, whatever it may be. I'm not here to tell you what it should be. Guides, messages, inferences, my guides are saying inspirations, I guess the word is trying to come out, that may help you along your own path of discovery and self-development. So we've just come through this beautiful, extremely intense eclipse. My guides wanted me to put out some messages for each sign relative to how you were affected by the eclipse, what the destiny is that's coming forward. It's a general message. It's not meant for everybody, of course. And my guides are telling me to introduce my mask. You see one of my shamanic spirit masks there. I am of the Crow medicine people. It's one of the energies that I am able to utilize through my shamanic practices for my own life and now for other people. So my guides are saying it can be frightening if you don't understand it. So don't be afraid. That is about utilizing a travel back and forth to the mystical realm, the void, in order to collect messages, to utilize my sacred vision, and be able to come back here into the light and travel back and forth in order to deliver messages. So there's a little story that goes with how that came about. I'm not going to tell it right now. A lot going on, but my guides asked me to please put the mask on the table. It's the first time I think I've ever done it in this way, inside a reading. So let's jump in. The first card that came out, I think it's when the oracle cards came out and then I got interrupted, I think it was just a message for me that, no, you're going to do this reading one way or the other. So here I am back again. I love that is there. Pisces, your extraordinary beauty lies defined within that image. Let me show it to you. Actually, look at the way the light's shining on it. Kind of like that. Look. My guides are talking to me about the unified field of consciousness that you represent because of your set point and the energy that you carry. So we are here to speak with you about this because something is being activated. Another portion of your ability comes forward clearly through a shamanically led journey initiated on this moon cycle that we've just been through from eclipse to eclipse. There's a lot of, sometimes I get messages and they're not words. So there's a lot of message about this. I'm just going to wait. I think it's going to come out through the reading. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to come through to my thinking brain. There's a lot of energy there. And I guess that's part of what they want you to know. And you can see it reflected here and reflected here. So the next card is the Shaman's arrow. It's about aiming yourself truly with intention and being able to travel swiftly and, metaphorically to hit your mark And we're talking about your energy and the purpose of your energy for yourself and in the collective, because we see the collective. It's stunning. And I'm still waiting for the words to come through, but I just want you to know. Okay, here's what my guides are saying. In this illustration, do you see the claw? We see the wishbone, and we see the eagle's claw clutching something. We see what looks like crow feathers, and let me look and see what this other thing is. I cannot tell what that is, but it appears as if this talon, my guides are saying, is clutching a geometric shape. It looks perhaps maybe like it's amethyst or something. Very interesting. So you are in flight with your energy. Really interesting. As a water sign, as a holder of unified consciousness, the collective mind, all those things. And then the card from the Journey of Love Oracle is the swan. Ooh, it's beautiful. This is the way your intention travels, the way your energy travels. And let's jump into it. So I'm going to start with the arrow from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Let me just grab my glasses. So the essence of the shamanic arrow, it reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling. It is time to release attachments and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. It is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. And I think, clearly, yes, here, absolutely, but also with this blank shield. My guides are saying it's all in there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Totally gorgeous. Whew. Mystical arrow, the shaman's arrow. When the arrow zings through the air in your reading, it's inviting you to pay attention, and it's signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good and the good of all humanity. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intention with full expectation. Do not worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark, and you will have cause to celebrate. Really interesting. So clearly, we're talking about your intention going forward, and it has to do with this. So let's take a look at the swan from the Journey of Love. And all of these oracles, they each have, of course, depending on who's making the deck, they put their own notions on it. So gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from you as a beautiful soul. You can discern what is genuine, what is authentic, what is loving, and what is from the ego. Even through the most impressive words or gestures, your soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine when you are approached with it. With grace, your energy allows all to be, and it moves amongst this world with inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa, the great swan, the soul that moves the souls of others. That energy is reaching you now. The guru, the teacher, the light, within the love that is all that exists. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love energy itself. It adores you and it wants only for you to be free. Powerful words. This oracle reaches into you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, a teacher of the spirit realm, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for your protection. Your path ahead is assured, and soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability regarding your attainment of spiritual goals that are closest to your heart. So be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dancing, singing, whatever speaks to your heart, and know that you are one with the divine. And it is only a matter of time before you realize it and release it. And my guides are talking about releasing it into the collective. So we know, Pisces, that you are a reflection, literally, of the divine light of the universe as a water sign, creating flow in all these ways. So because we are all going through a great transformation, shift and change, this is the way you flow into that destiny for yourself because of what's happening with the eclipse. We are all meant to be reordered, redefined, come through a spiritual transformation in a very profound way in order to prepare us for the second half of the year and for the change that is going to continue to come that will prepare us for the destiny that's unfolding in 2020 for the next couple of years, my guides are saying. So it's really phenomenal. You are working in concert with Capricorn. We've just come through the full moon eclipse in Capricorn. And my guides asked me to show this illustration. So this is a little indication of the water element. Really beautiful. And that's Earth. And it's the way the Cancer North Node works together with the Capricorn South Node to bring forward this destiny. And so my guides asked me to put this on the table, see if I can show it to you. They've been talking all day about the event horizon. They are talking about the eclipse, but they're also talking about the moment that we're standing in and the type of awakening that many of us are going to have and feel. It is going to feel like an event horizon, that impactful, that powerful. It's part of why the crow mask is here. So we go through into the mysterious realm, into the void, to collect our messages, the place where your arrow points, the place where the sun reflects, the blank shield, that you're able to be as you go into the event horizon, in a sense, empty in order to collect your messages. That's the journey that you're taking. And my guides are saying, look at the way the stone sits in the picture, in the video, with the oracles in the background. And so when we travel into the event horizon and we emerge out of the other side, this is where we are. Look at that. Look at the glow and the beautiful pink, tender energy. So, like I was saying about the mask, it is of the two places, my guides are saying. It's the way mystical travel happens. Really beautiful. So, again, if you're new and you don't know, my readings speak to all these types of things. The first card that comes out, I'm using the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. My guides have asked me for these readings to touch every deck, which I take to mean I pick everything up, give it a good shuffle, and whatever cards come leaping out, those are the cards I'm going to be using. So the first card that came out is the High Priestess, the guardian of the gateway in this deck. And again, all the things I just said, that's what the gateway is. Do you see that she has what appears to be a disc in her hands? Interesting, isn't it? And she also has a shield. And there's a lot of movement going on in that shield. A lot of orbs. She has her power in her hand. The water energy flows into her through the Great Mother, the Sacred Feminine. And she is the guardian of the gateway to the sacred temple where all secret spiritual knowledge is kept. That's the theme of the reading. Amazing. So we're talking about you going on this journey. My guides want to speak with you about it. And of course, Woman of Art. There she is. Have we any doubt, my guides are saying? Do you see how activated she is? Her story is that she literally, her spiritual development, caused her to literally turn into a river. She turned into the River Boyne in Ireland. Along the River Boyne are many, many, many of the sacred sites in Ireland, including the Passage Tombs. She holds her bowl of abundance in her hands. Her name is Bo-An. It literally means cattle wealth, cow wealth, and we see the sun coming up behind her. This is the card that indicates your energy in this reading. Clearly, you have and you will be continuing to stand at the gateway, and you're going to travel back and forth, I think, a lot in the days going forward, into the gateway and back again, my guides are saying. Let me see if I can pull the camera up a little bit closer. So this row that comes out is about your experiences on the human realm. And there's the High Priestess again. So Pisces, you're going deep. I mean, you live in the deep. Forgive the glare. Let me see if I can fix that. You live there anyway. But there's the beautiful High Priestess with the new moon at her feet and the full moon in her crown, standing between the pillars of the dark and the light. So these are all the themes that are, already been spoken about. My guides are really talking to you in a very exacting way. They're saying, do you see that? And she holds her destiny. She holds the sacred scrolls of destiny. And Pisces, you do, because you know, don't you? So many mystical things. And you know because they are of your being. It's not from your thinking brain. My guides are saying you use your thinking brain to think about all these things, but you just have it within you. You hold it. You come through as the guardian of the gateway into the sacred realms of knowledge. Beautiful. So there is something that's happening that's bringing you in your human life very deeply into alignment with the High Priestess energy that you carry, whether you're a man or a woman. All right. So here's the next card. Of course, we're not surprised, are we? The imaginer of harmony, that is the stuff of your existence, my guides are saying. And there's the indication of Pisces diving deep, human form riding. That's a sacred vessel. You can get in that vessel and put your hands on the oars and sail away to any place you can imagine. As you imagine coming forward into harmony as a set point in this world. And my guides are telling me to do this. So they're saying, again, reflections of the moon, the sacred disk, the orbs of energy that you embody and that you walk with through this life. All right. Spirit, what's the next part of this message, please, for beautiful Pisces? The other thing I just want to say, Mercury's in retrograde. I'm a Virgo. It is really affecting me. Okay, a couple things coming out. So I am going to make mistakes with words. Most likely, I've been recording readings, and I think at one point I called Aries Capricorn and Aquarius Aries, and so if you hear me stumble like that, don't worry about it. Okay, don't let it distract you. All right, Spirit, what do we want here? Whew, okay, so you already know this. Again, my guides keep saying, well, you already know this, but it's deepening now. So that's the Two of Wands. In Soul Tarot, it's a moment when a sacred wisdom holder, meaning you, so my guides are saying this is you standing with you, but this is also you standing with the peoples of the world, your energy. It is about becoming a wisdom holder in order to bring harmony through the process of reintegration of the soul of an individual. Let that sink in. Wow. So the person in blue is Merlin, if you don't know, if you're new. He had kind of lost his mind. My guides are saying he lost his mind, kind of like what humanity's going through right now. And it was a sacred wisdom holder that was a friend of his that went and sought him out and helped him reintegrate by reminding him about the sacred story of his life, all the things he had been through, all the battles that caused him to have PTSD and wander confused through the forest. So you are having your own reintegration. Clearly, because you're coming very deeply into your own set point, you are being activated through this full moon in a way that is very profound. You are literally standing at the gateway. Okay, Spirit, what is it that you want? There's so many cards that popped out. I think I'm going going to continue shuffling. So understand the nature of your journey, Pisces. Really beautiful. Okay, my guides just said the word succinct. Incredible. All right, so no doubt you are the woman of healing. You are the woman of knowledge. Being able to be in touch with the ancients, with those on the other side, psychic gifts. This woman is literally dressed in the colors of the void, of the universe. She is kneeling at a gravestone. And, okay, my guides just said she is causing herbs and flowers to grow up from the bones of the person who is buried there. Happens to be her brother. So we're talking about you harvesting. My guide said the secrets. The knowledge that comes out of the ancient ones and the ancestors, your ancestral lineage, still providing sustenance. Okay, my guides are, they're saying, obviously they're saying sort of from the grave, but they're talking about ancient wisdom. And you are able to see it, pull it forward, harvest it, and utilize it for healing because it is your nature. We know, don't we? Okay, Spirit, what would you like to say to beautiful, beautiful Pisces? All right, so this is a moment that is predestined. So we're moving on now to the soul level of your reading. This is the woman of skill. Beautiful. She holds destiny in her hands. She holds the sacred spool of destiny in her hands, and there's the water element behind her. And again, into the mystery of the universe. The twilight, the midnight sky, where secrets are revealed, that are held, because you are able to wind the strings of destiny around the tower of inspiration. I want to show you her activation as well to see how activated she is. And you see how that indication, that line of stars is literally pointing to her from the universe. My guides are saying that's what's going on in this moment. Very beautiful. Dressed in this beautiful crimson dress, feathers about the bottom of the dress. Isn't it gorgeous? Spirals of destiny woven into the fabric of your being. So on a soul level, this is the guides are saying the pictorial, but I want to choose a better word. But they're saying the indication of your soul journey, that what you committed to, the purpose of your soul circuit in this moment with this eclipse season coming forward. It does have to do with the swan. It does have to do with the arrow. They are in alignment. So in all these ways, you are in perfect alignment with yourself. And this is what causes this reintegration that comes forward of something from the mystical realm, right? Because that is the bridge between the earthly walk and the soul journey. So Spirit, please give us another message. What's the continuation of this message for beautiful Pisces? Again, not a surprise, Pisces, look. A prophecy about the water element. This is about the beginning of happiness. This is about being able to manifest love, abundance on this planet. And you see there's a little shining city in the background. That's what you are creating. That's the drive that's within you, Pisces, always. So that is the sacred cauldron of the Dagda in the Celtic tradition, out of which all good things come. In traditional tarot, it is the Ace of Cups. It is a prophecy about what comes forward and the love that you hold in your being, in your soul, overflowing now and running down into you while you stand upon the earth, because this is you under the theme of the gateway. That's the gateway you're standing before on a soul level. Pisces, wow. Okay, a couple things coming out. I'm going to show it to you and I'll pull them out one by one, okay? Look. My guides are saying, and that's the progression. So, the star card. Destiny. A moment of intense illumination. And like the oracle card spoke to, being completely in alignment with the mystical realm. Rooted deeply. And both sides of the veil. Able to see in both directions. So you may be having some mystical dreams, maybe having some astral travel. You are clearly able to manifest in these moments, and that is what is meant for your energy as you go forward after the days of the eclipse, into and through and after the eclipse. For the rest of July, you're meant to just rest in this place and allow this process to happen. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to strive. You are innately doing it with your energy because you are so connected across the divide. It's stunning. And we are talking about the tree of life, the sacred waters. You are lifting the veil. That's what's happening. Something astounding is going to happen. So keep a dream book by your bed. You may have spontaneous moments of poetry, my guides are saying, or spontaneous writing, maybe is what they're talking about. So just carry a little flip pad with you. My guides are wanting you to write things down because, when these little moments of inspiration come, sometimes they dissolve like a dream and you can't recall it. Really interesting. A lot of chatter coming through about this, a lot of heat, so to speak, in these cards. If you look at how they are aligned, it's astounding, isn't it? My goodness, there are 3 major arcana cards. 4, well, 5 if you count both. My guys just said aspirations of the high priestess. Beautiful. So as an outcome for this reading, there are 2 cards. It is about your courtship of knowledge with the divine. You're going to come to a moment where you are, in a sense, standing directly in alignment, in direct communication with the angels. Do you see the light coming forward? That's why my guides were talking about into the mystery realm in order to collect the messages and come into the light, emerge out with light. So we see both the masculine and the feminine in this reading transforming into the light, into the flow of the energy of the light. He also has been activated. His hair turns blue because he is transforming. He is dressed in his cloak of passion, and he is grounded to the earth. 3 of Pentacles. That image where there is an intern in the temple, building the church, and the wise ones come to consult about what has been learned, what the plans are. Do we need to make any adjustments to the plans? They shine a light. It's fascinating, isn't it? Pisces, I'm not surprised to see this, but it is awe-inspiring, is it not? And here's the next card. Of course, this has come out a lot. I'm not surprised to see it. You see the sacred bowl? So it's about a Kundalini type of awakening. We see humanity slumber. And in these moments, my guide just said, something rumbles and they begin to awaken. And the energy rises along the spine. And they go through a birth, death, rebirth type of cycle. A rapid cycle, my guides are saying, because of the eclipse is what they're talking about. And the soul rises and goes through the portal of transformation. I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is. Do you see the spiral of destiny above the head? Kundalini awakening. And you walk out. We walk out together, my guides are saying, into the sacred bowl of transformation and healing. So she is holding a bowl. This vessel is, in a sense, a sacred vessel. We see the sacred cauldron here, and we see it there. Massive transformation. It is about your energy finally being available, becoming available to yourself. You're going to have some reintegration of this. It is necessary because being human causes us to, in a certain way, we carry it, but we don't always understand it. And we are not always completely integrated with ourselves. So this is the process you're going through. Go and look at the other water element readings. They are equally deep and profound, extremely moving. And Pisces, it is no surprise to me that this message comes out because of the way you express the universal consciousness. And so you are coming very deeply into your power. Secrets are going to be revealed. You may have sudden knowings because when we see these things lined up this way, I know quite literally and quite certainly the high priest is coming through twice. That's not an accident. And my guides are saying this is kind of a representation of the high priestess as well, but as a healer. Very interesting. And the moon. More secrets being revealed. Another process of death and rebirth. Another cycle completed that causes deeper integration into your spiritual identity. And in order to carry that forward, to be here present with your energy, with your frequency, with your set point, with your innate ability, in order to work on the healing of all of, I was going to say humankind, and my guides interrupted me and said, no, it's all of the planet. All of the energy here. All right, so I'm going to pull the screen down so you can see the cards. There we go. Sorry about that. And look at the candle. You know, it's never, I'm never surprised because things happen the way they're meant to. Do you see the light? Do you see the reflection of the blank shield? That's why my guides wanted this done in this time frame on this day, so that you could see in all these ways, I believe. So I'm going to pick from the bag of runes. Spirit, what is the they're talking about the tie, meaning tying the words and the reading and the cards together. What's the message from the beautiful oracle of the Norse tradition? The sacred runes, the sacred symbols they're talking about. Okay, they're telling me to turn the bag over. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Of course. All right, so I'm going to grab the book. I want to read to you from the book. Ooh, beautiful. So we have here the rune for strength. And you know what? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm going to show you something in a sec. So let's, oh, sorry, I forgot to show it to you. Strength. The strength that you are utilizing. The strength of the high priestess to bring forward destiny. My guides want it right there. So I'm using the beautiful Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. It's a lovely little tome, my guides are saying, encapsulating some of the meaning and messaging within the runes, I think adjusted for modern day understanding. There's always a lot more about these runes that you could delve into if you choose to go take a look on the internet. So this is Uruz. It is about strength. It is about manhood and womanhood. Its symbol in the ancient days is the wild ox. This is the rune of terminations and new beginnings. Drawing Uruz indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form, and that form must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. And so my guys are telling me to point to this. That's the process, I think. It is. That's why it's blank. There is something new coming forward, and your nature, and in partnership with the divine, they're going straight for that. And I love that in a sense, we see the arrow looks a little bit like it's piercing the shield. Whatever may have been holding you back from this self-integration is done. And clearly we all know, I think, the fairy tale about the swan and its development. So really profound. My guides are saying, let yourself meditate on this message for a while. You might need to come back and view it a couple of times. All right, so into a new cycle, new energy being released, something falling away. This is a rune of passage, and as such, it is part of the cycle of initiation. Positive growth and change, however, may involve a descent into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. So I think you're going to travel out into the void in order to collect the light and the messages from the void and bring them back to this place. Very interesting. As in nature, this progression consists of 5 aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. That's what I was just talking about. Thank you, Spirit. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a spiritual transformation, a death within yourself, in a sense. Since self-change is never coerced, we're always free to resist. Yet remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Do not fear your transformation. Prepare then for opportunity. It may be disguised as loss. Interesting, isn't it? They're talking again about the swan, right? Having to lose your sense of self identity in order to grow into your true nature. Love it. It is time to recapture a part of your life. Perhaps something you have an intense emotional bond to. This may involve the loss of someone or a state of being through which you are living a part of your life. A part of your life that must now be retrieved so that you can live it out for yourself. In some way, a bond is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life coming to an end. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and a new strength. The ancient symbol for Urus was the aurochs, a wild ox. And when the wild ox was domesticated, which was an immensely difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such a creative time. Firm principles attached to this rune. Humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. Urus puts you on notice that your soul and the universe are supporting and providing this new growth. That's astounding, isn't it? Okay. So while you let that sink in, I'm going to turn the page to the next rune. So just sit with that for a moment. And of course, it's the very next passage. So again, everything having been said up to now, that literally is the room for initiation. So my guides are saying, do you understand now why this message is the way it is? All of us are going through this, but you are really having a formal type of initiation into the spiritual realm very clearly because of the messages and the cards and the placement of the cards. That is why the blank shield is here, my guides are saying, because the initiate goes blindfolded into the initiation in order to be able to sacrifice their fears and leap through into the void in order to emerge out of the event horizon with the light. Astounding. So this is about something hidden. This is about secret matters. This is the rune Perth. So shall we put it right here with the High Priestess as well? Beautiful. This is a hieratic or a mystery rune, pointing to that which is beyond our frail, manipulative powers. Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable. And again, my guys are chattering about the blank shield. Perth has associations with the phoenix, that mystical bird which consumes itself in fire and then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are profoundly secret and hidden. Oh, it's choking me up, gang. Powerful forces of change are at work. Yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole and the means of it is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or the mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you did not anticipate. On the side of human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle. Soaring flight, free from entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of the ordinary life. Ooh, I'm having trouble speaking. Oh my gosh. You're being lifted above ordinary life in order to acquire broader vision and everything that is indicated here. Another of the cycle runes, Perth stands at the heart of initiation. Nothing external matters here, except as it shows you its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of your being, the bedrock on which your destiny is founded. For some, Perth means experiencing a death. If need be, let go of everything, no exceptions, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of spirit is at stake. So, if you're new and you're not used to hearing these kinds of words and these kinds of notions, my guides are saying, fear not. We are talking about spiritual renewal and the transformative process that involves, I was going to say ritualistic, but I was afraid that was going to trigger somebody. But, ritualistic death, the death of the shaman, the death of the initiate. And you are clearly standing at the gates of the temple as an initiate. And the initiate always puts on a blindfold to jump into the void. That is the type of death we're talking about. So, again, as a caution, I want to let everyone know I'm not talking about leaving your life behind. I'm not talking about walking away from your family or your job or any of your responsibilities. I'm talking about walking into the light of your spiritual identity. As you do that, you do have to sever some things, some ways of being, some habits. Change is at hand. You still must fulfill your earthly responsibilities. It is part of the duty of the initiate. But understand how deeply you are being changed, what is being offered to you. And if you don't feel ready, there's nothing wrong with that. You have to walk your own path. But clearly, there are some of you who are here to collect this message that are going profoundly across a divide to join themselves with the spiritual realm through the gateway, to have a spiritual reintegration. We see it in every column. We see it in every row. If you look at my readings and you follow the energy upward on a diagonal, there's more messaging, right? And always, of course, how these cards are connected with the column, etc., etc. So, if you are having an intense awakening experience and you need some assistance, you need some guidance, feel free to contact me for a reading or to schedule a shamanic healing here at Moonrise Cottage. Would love to have you. Astounding things are coming forward as I step deeper into my mystical journey with the water elements. And so I'm very profoundly happy to see this here. Moonrise Cottage has been filled with water element over the last year, and I am understanding more deeply as the readings come out. So I want to encourage you to be joyful, allow yourself to be in awe if that's what you're feeling, and know that something really beautiful is unfolding, and it will unfold for you in whatever unique way it is meant to. And you will be able to follow your own path because you have the knowing inside of you about what is developing. It will come. In this moment, especially through the end of July, I think we're meant to just stand in the energy. Let it wash over you. Let it flow over you and out of you if that's what you're feeling. Look at this column of cards. I mean, every single column is quite astounding. So Pisces, I could chatter on some more. I think I'm going to resist. I just want you to feel loved and supported. I think part of the message is my guides are saying, it might take you a minute to absorb this, just the information, just to absorb it. So stand gently with yourself. Be in the flow. Know that you have all the assistance that you need if you need to call on it. And when you're ready, you can get in that magical vessel and sail away to whatever your destiny is meant to be, because you are literally manifesting it in every point of this reading. Profoundly mystical. High magic, my guides are saying. So thank you very much for collecting this reading. And my guides are saying for having a pajama party with me. They're saying this is what happens when you come to Moonrise Cottage. And in truth, sometimes it does. We're easy squeezy up in here. So profound things happen, but we take it easy. We let it flow gently and we let it unfold as it is meant. So my guides are saying there's somebody out there that wants to come. So I think I'm speaking directly to one or two or a few of you maybe. I will be with you in spirit through the remaining days of July, and then the active part of this shift and change will begin, and we'll have some more words from my guides about the different destinations as we all shift and change and manifest into our destiny in order to be ready for the changes that are coming forward. In 2020 and beyond, we are going to be called on as light workers. So these are the moments of preparation. And of course, it's an initiation moment for you. It's no surprise, Pisces, because of the way and the reason and how deeply your energy set point is needed and valued as we go into this shift and change. So, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Sending you all my love and support always. And I'll look forward to being with you again, Goddess willing, in a couple of weeks. Enjoy this energy. Just let yourself stand in it. Just like the woman of art just stands holding her bowl as she experiences her transformation into the river. Beautiful, isn't it? So thank you, Pisces.